Hello, my name is Andreas and I want to tell you a story. 1,000 years ago in Scandinavia, people obeyed the old pagan gods like Odin, Thor and Freja and Heimdal when they had some issues or obstacles in their life. They also tend to put their faith into the mystery runes that had some sort of symbolic meaning. Like this rune here, it's called Algis, and that is a rune for protection, for instance. So sometimes when they want to make contact with the lords or the gods, they couldn't just send them an email, so they had to make a sacrifice, and that wouldn't be proper here. We can't sacrifice the goat today, right? But we will make it in another way. I have a red rune here, which we will drop into the well of Mimir. The Allfather Odin, he sacrificed one of his eyes into the well of Mimir to be able to see the future. And to his help he had two ravens, Hugin and Munin, who flown over Midgard and Valhalla and also Jotunheim. And they told him the past and they told him the future. So we will create the well of Mimir here with the two ravens and this cord. And inside we will have a template with the different gods represented. Here is a rune and a god about love. This is about overstrain, this is wealth, inspiration, confidence, happiness, the future, fertility, and all of those runes are represented by one of the gods. And because you're not here, you can't make the sacrifice, so I will let the universe decide. So I will take this red rune and just drop it, and I saw that this rune fall on confidence, or Taiwas. Taiwas rune is represented by Tyr. He was a very powerful god, also known as sometimes a warlord, someone that you could rely on in really harsh times. So we'll place it here and we'll see what the other runes will have to say about this. So I will take my runes, place them in this bag. Take them up, and I will randomly pick three runes from the bag. So the first rune here is Wunju. This is interesting. This is a rune of Frey. We'll take a look at that later. This is Hegel. This is Heimdal's rune, and this is Ingwas. This is the rune of seed and having things to grow. So let's see. We will drop one by one into the well of Mimir and see what's happening. We will have the Ingwas rune. It falls outside, almost outside of the circle. And then we will have the second one. It goes upside down out of the circle, and the last one goes actually right on top of Awa's rune. And this tells me something. Let's take a look at this. So here we have the different runes represented. The first thing I can see is that the rune of Hegel is falling inside of the circle. This means that this is very important for us at the moment. Hegel is represented by Heimdal. Heimdal was the guardian of the bridge Bifrost in between the different worlds. And he was protecting both the humans and also the Aesirs from the evil giants from Jotunheim. So on his shoulders there was a very big responsibility, and I can feel right now that there is a big responsibility laying on every one of us on this planet, because we are in a way in a need to protect ourselves and protect the one that we love. That means that this is so vital in front of us, and it also is laying on the rune for the future, or it's called Awas. This is the rune of Odin and his horse Sleipnir. And what that rune represents is the bind in between those two, where they trust each other, where they have faith in each other. And if you really believe the people around you, you can also make this hard sacrifice at the moment just to protect your loved ones, and that is very important. Outside here, next to the edge of the circle, we have the Ingwas rune. This is a rune that represents the new growth, the seed that will spring up and bring new hope and love to your whole life and your family. Now, this is not inside the circle, but it's not outside either. So this means that this is something that are pending, depending on the situation at the moment. But the most important thing is to keep up the hope that we have, and that we trust our abilities here to protect the one that we love, to be able to put this rune back into this place again. Outside the circle, we have Wunju. Wunju is the rune of Frey, and that is also the rune of happiness and joy. And as we can see now, it lays actually outside of the circle, upside down, because at the moment we are perhaps not that very happy inside of us. That doesn't mean that we need to just ignore Wunju and the feeling of happiness. We need to find other ways to make meaning of our lives at the moment. So that this means that it is upside down, it's just a temporary situation. We need to find the way to make that included into a circle again. And how could that be connected with Taiwas? Well, because of all those sacrifices and the way of sometimes actually give up the joyful parts of the life, it needs courage and it needs confidence. That is why this is the important rune here. We need to gather our strength, we need to be confident, we need to believe in ourselves and be as strong as possible to ride this storm through. Because outside of this circle we will find the new seed that will grow, and just within our reach the new happiness will be here. It is difficult times at the moment. We need to make our own sacrifice, but I hope that you really believe in yourself and the ones that are close to you, and I'm sure that we will ride through this storm. Love from me.